Hi there, Jonny here from JonnyLipshamStudios.co.uk, and welcome back to the Studio One 3.5 series, which I've been running over the last several days. And in today's episode, we are going to look at the project page. Now, we will probably take maybe 2 or maybe 3 videos to go over some of these features, because I want to keep these videos short and snappy. I want to keep these under 10 minutes. So this video is going to be an overview of the project page. I'm not going to go into too much tremendous detail of what's been changed, what's been updated, and what's new. I'm just going to overview it. And the next video we will go into much more detail. Okay, so let's start over here on the track list. Track list is considerably different. Gone from the sides here next to the track names are the blue and red dots, depending upon whether your mastering file needed updated or not. Those are now gone and have been placed down here on the individual stereo files. You can see they are either white or pale blue. I don't know what color that is. I'm kind of a little bit colorblind. Or they are red, like this one here and this one here. These two do need updated. Now, this project is my EP from 2016, so I know that these songs are already out there in the public domain for people to purchase, so I'm not too bothered by the fact that I've got red dots here. So instead, what you have is you have a little mastering file status / edit song wrench on each song. And that means that you can, if you have a white wrench, it's good. If you have a red wrench, then you need to go and do something about updating the mastering file. Also, the look of this has changed. You've got these nice little colored bars here. I think you can actually change the colors of this as well. So I think I can change, hang on. Let me see if I can change this. I certainly could when I was testing this. There we go. So I can have this one yellow. I could have this one that color. I'm just going to pick up some colors at random. Paper Deity can be that one. Counting the days, let's go for that one. So you can change all the colors. That all looks a bit garish now. But you can change all the colors on the channel strips. You could call these. In the track list and the stereo files change the colors completely. So everything now is a bit more colorful than it was, which is great, which is kind of in keeping with the song page, which is pretty colorful. And I always thought that the project page was kind of, well, maybe just a little bit behind what the developments to the song page. So that's pretty cool. Now, you can also adjust the track height, which is great if you've got loads and loads of songs. It kind of defaults to this look. In fact, somebody asked me the other day on the Home Studio Trainer Studio One support group on Facebook how you get the view that shows you your gap between your songs so that he could adjust it. And at first I was not really sure until I spotted this little box in the corner. It's not very easy to see at first if you're not looking for it, but I found it, and you click on it and it changes the track height, and now you can change your 2-second gap between your songs. Now 2 seconds is the Red Book standard for CD authoring, but you can change that to 3, 4 or 5 seconds. The only one I don't think you can change is your first song. I think that has to be 2 seconds, because I think what happens is in those 2 seconds is where the metadata is stored on the CD. I think that's how it works. Somebody in the comments below can correct me if that's incorrect. That'd be cool. I'd be happy to be corrected on that if I am wrong. But if you're doing an album that has like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15 songs on it, then this look is not going to be good for you, because you'll need to be scrolling quite a lot. So you can shrink it down to this small view, and you could probably get all your tracks into that list in one glance. What's very cool is when you're on a song, you get this nice little flash of color for your inserts for that song. And they change depending upon which song you click on, which is very nice. That's a nice little touch. Inserts were all the same as the previous version of the project page. You can just drag them from the browser into the inserts. And your master channel is the same. Inserts in the master channel for your mastering. These affect all of your songs globally, as does the post section. So the post section would be where I'd put a limiter, which I have done, and any global EQ or global compression that I want to do on the whole project, they go in there. And then these ones here, these inserts, only affect the particular song you're working on. So as you can see, these ones are a bit different. These are different again and again. And they're all ever so slightly different depending upon the needs of that particular song. So there are some big changes that have come to the metering. So we have the K system metering, which we've always had. But now we have EBU R128, which I talked a little bit about in the last video when we looked at the level meters. So I will go into much more detail about this in terms of the project page in the next video. Also on the frequency spectrum meter at the top here, we have a whole bunch of new views. Now these are the same as the views that you get in the spectrum meter in the song page, which we also looked at a little bit, but we will look at, again, we'll look at this way of analyzing your data in the next video as well. Another big change is to the browser for the project page. You now have access to the cloud and the pool. So as you can see, I have the stereo files for my 5 songs for this project. They're all here. And it tells, again, it tells me the status, whether they need updated or not. So I can really totally screw up the mastering of this, and I can just drag it back in from the pool. No problem. It would mean I'd have to start again, but it's a good little fail-safe there, having that available. That's something that's very definitely new to the project page. So there you go. That's a bit of an overview. We'll look at some more features in the next video, and we will also look at the changes to DDP imaging, because not only can you export DDP, which you could in all previous versions, but now you can import. So somebody can send you a DDP image for you to work on, which is extremely cool. So we will talk about all of those in the next video. So until then, bye for now.